Hello, my friends. It's Ranger Russ from the Meggs Point Nature Center. Very happy to be coming to you today from Hammonasset Beach State Park, which is open today. It is raining here right now. It's a little showery out, but the weather is nice other than a few sprinkles. So if you would like to come and visit Hammonasset, today would be a great day to come and visit. Other Connecticut state parks may not yet be open after the storm. We're still doing some cleanup in some of the parks. So if you would like to visit some of the other parks, please check with the DEEP. You can go to Twitter. CTDEEP has a Twitter account, Instagram, and Facebook. You can also go to the DEEP website. So visit those areas, check out our state parks, forest, and wildlife management areas to see if they're open, and you can go and visit them. We do have connections to all of those sites and locations on our website, meggspointnaturecenter.org. So make sure that you go there. You can also view our past programs on our virtual learning center on meggspointnaturecenter.org. So make sure you do that as well. So today we have a very special program this evening at 6:30. We will be going live on Facebook and on YouTube. We're going to do YouTube Live. I think this is our first YouTube Live with a place called Hope's Raptors of Connecticut. So hawks and owls that are found here in Connecticut. If you're not from Connecticut, this may be some new birds for you. So make sure you tune in 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Savings Time, however they do it now. But really great program. We'll be live. You can ask questions, and I'll be relaying the questions to Todd and Christine from a place called Hope. And you can learn all about the hawks and owls that are native to Connecticut. So I hope that you all tune in for that program this evening at 6:30. So across Connecticut, many people don't have power, so make sure you charge your phones up on your cars, however you can do it, and you'll be able to watch us live from your phones. Okay. So today's program is kind of a special one. I like doing campfire stories, and I will be doing a campfire story program one evening coming up. We're going to have a fire, and I'll tell stories around a fire. Some of the same stories that I've already told, but this is another Native American story, which it's kind of a fun one for me. And I haven't done it in a long time, so I'm kind of excited. This is the first time in probably a couple of years that I've told this particular story. Now, I've mentioned in the past that the Native American stories, there's usually a moral or something educational that goes along with the story, and this one is no exception. I love that about Native American stories. There's just something unique about the way that they put those stories. And somebody is from Cedar Island in Clinton. I wonder how Cedar Island fared after the storm. I know that some of our plants, our trees, and some of the plants in our garden, with the salt spray, they've browned up quite a bit. I'm hoping that with a little bit of rain and some nice sunlight, they'll green up again and start growing again. But we have a lot of damage from the storm. Most of the branches that are down and the trees that were down have been cleaned up already here at Hammonasset. So, hello in Clinton. And Wallingford. I encourage you all to put up where you're from and when you say hi. And if you have any questions, I'll do the questions after the story is over. So, this story is about a cricket. And this cricket lived under a log. It lived under a log that was on the side of a mountain, and he could look out over a beautiful valley. But the cricket really liked being under his little log. He would clean it and care for it. He loved a clean little log. Well, one day, the cricket was in his home under the log. He was cleaning out the dust that sometimes falls as the log would rot. Well, all of a sudden, there was a rumble and a shake, and the entire log began to move. Dust fell from the top, and the dirt started squeezing in from the sides. Quickly, the little cricket scurried out from under the log. He looked up and saw a great, big, massive mountain lion standing on top of the log. The mountain lion was scratching and clawing at the log, sharpening its claws. Well, the cricket cried out, "Hey, you, please stop! You're destroying my home." The mountain lion looked down with disdain. It was just a little insect. He didn't have time to bother with little insects. But he replied, "This log belongs to me, and so does everything that I can see. From the mountains to the valleys and everything in between, if I can see it, it is mine, and I can do whatever I want with it." The little cricket was devastated. This was his home, his whole life. "Oh no," said the cricket, "this is my home. You have never even been here before. I've lived here my whole life." "Oh no," said the mountain lion, "I am the biggest, strongest, most powerful creature in all the land, which means this is my log. No warrior can stand against me." "Well," said the cricket, "my cousin could defeat you easily." The mountain lion laughed. "No cousin of a little insect could defeat me. I am the most powerful warrior." "No," said the cricket. "If my cousin defeats you, you will have to admit that this log belongs to me and is my home." The mountain lion laughed again. "All right, little one. If your cousin defeats me in combat, I will admit that the log belongs to you, and I will leave you alone." "All right," said the cricket, "but I'm warning you, my cousin is a fearsome warrior." The mountain lion roared, "I will come back tomorrow, and if your cousin dares face me in combat, they will lose." With that, the mountain lion charged off down the side of the mountain. Well, the next day, the cricket was waiting inside of his little home, when again the log rocked and rolled. The cricket quickly hurried out and said, "My cousin will defeat you. I will give you one last chance to admit that this is my home and my log before you are defeated by my cousin." The mountain lion roared, "I am the greatest warrior that the land has ever seen. No one can defeat me." And then there was a slight buzzing in his ear, but he thought nothing of it. "Where is your cousin? I will defeat them now." "She is already here," said the cricket, "and you will soon feel her bite." The mountain lion looked around. There were no little insects anywhere. "I don't see any warrior that can stand against me. Your cousin hasn't even come to fight me." "Oh yes," said the cricket. And with that, the mountain lion felt a stinging, painful itch deep inside of his ear. It was awful. He's never felt anything like it. He reached inside of his ear with his claw to try and scratch. "What is that?" said the mountain lion. "That is my cousin, and she is defeating you as we speak." "Oh no," said the mountain lion, "I can withstand this." But then the stinging and itching grew greater. The mountain lion roared and rolled around on the ground, trying to scratch deep inside of his ear. "What is this?" said the mountain lion. "This is trickery. There is no warrior." "Yes," said the little cricket. "You are being defeated by my cousin as we speak. Surrender and admit that this is my log." "No," said the mountain lion. "I am the most powerful warrior. You cannot defeat me." He roared and raged. He rolled around and knocked bushes and things all across the side of the mountain. "Surrender now," said the cricket, "and the pain will go away." "No," said the mountain lion, as he reached to try and get whatever that stinging itch was out of his ear, but he could not reach it. The pain grew greater, the itch grew stronger. Finally, the mountain lion could not take it any longer. All right, he roared. "You win. Your cousin is the greatest warrior." "Admit that this is my home and my log," said the cricket. Growled the lion. "Okay, this is your log and this is your home. I will never come here again." And with that, the pain and the itch went away. The mountain lion roared and charged off down the mountain in defeat. The little cricket was very proud of himself. "Thank you, cousin," he said to the tiny mosquito that flew down next to him. "No problem," said the little mosquito. "That mountain lion has been asking for that for a very long time. He thinks because he's the biggest, most powerful, that he can defeat anyone around him and do whatever he wants. Well, now he knows that the tiniest of creatures can defeat him." Okay, so I love that story because it's not the biggest, most powerful thing that wins in the end. And that's the way it is today. You can be smarter or more clever and still defeat the most powerful warrior. In this case, it was the tiny mosquito that defeated the mountain lion. And if you notice, I said she for the mosquito, because it really is only the female mosquitoes that bite. Male mosquitoes do not bite. So she defeated the great mountain lion by biting it deep inside the ear. Can you imagine a mosquito going deep inside your ear and stinging and biting inside there? That would defeat anyone, I think. Okay, do we have any questions or comments? I see Allison is watching from Guilford. And let me see if we have any other. We don't have any other comments. Very good. So I hope you enjoyed that Native American story. And you can imagine that story being told around a fire. It's entertaining and fun, but it does teach the lesson that just because you're the biggest and the strongest doesn't mean that you get to do whatever you want. And I love that lesson with this story. Now again, if you've missed any of our programs, you can watch them on our Virtual Learning Center. They are also on YouTube. I really encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channels. With enough subscribers to our YouTube channel, we'll be able to do mobile YouTube Live as well as Facebook Live. And I would like to be doing both of those simultaneously. So that will be really cool if we get enough people subscribing to that. Again, our program this evening is at 6:30. That one will be on YouTube Live as well as Facebook Live. So you can watch on either one of those platforms. And it will be about raptors of Connecticut. So hawks, owls. I never know what a place called Hope is going to bring. So we'll get a variety of different birds to talk about. You will be able to ask questions as we go as well. I will relay the questions to a place called Hope, Todd and Christine, and they will answer them as we go along. Okay, I'm seeing lots of comments. Oregon is saying hi. Brookings, Oregon. That's a place I would like to visit. Someone likes the story. Windsor Locks. Enjoyed the story. Wonderful. Oh, our lifeguards are signing in. That's our park radio there. So you heard our lifeguards signing in. They're going out to their chairs. So it must not be raining too bad, or at least there's no thunder and lightning. If there's ever thunder or lightning at the beach, we close the beach and clear it off. So just keep that in mind if you're out hiking at any of Connecticut state parks. We don't really have lightning shelters, so you need to get in your car and go find a place that has a lightning shelter. And we might get some thunderstorms across Connecticut today. They're calling for rain and showers across the state with a possible ability of some thunderstorms as well. Lake Champlain is chiming in. Very cool. Wonder what the weather is up there. I think you guys have nice weather today. Not rain until maybe tomorrow. Okay. Well, I hope that you've all enjoyed this Native American story. Again, these programs will happen from at 11 o'clock from Tuesday to Friday. So make sure you tune in next Tuesday at 11. Come back this evening at 6:30. It's a very special program. I'm really excited to see how it goes this evening with the birds, live birds. That's going to be awesome. So, thank you. And again, this is Ranger Russ from the Meggs Point Nature Center at Hammonasset Beach State Park. We are a Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection facility. And I want to say hello to you all, and I am signing off.